Okay. Can you guys see me? I hope so. All I could see was like a black screen spinning. Hey, Donna, can you see me? The tech problems. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. Yay. All right, awesome. So, welcome to Jingle and Mingle. I'm Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs. I'm so glad y'all are here. And wasn't Tracy awesome? I kind of got sucked into watching her. um, she is so good. Those angels are so cute. So, I am pinning. I think, yeah. I'm pinning my live in the Jingle and Mingle group to featured because last time we had trouble with people seeing what we were doing. So if you're in Jingle and Mingle, you guys, hop up to the top to the pinned part and you'll be able to find my live there because some people were saying they couldn't find it. Awesome. Yes, Miss Tracy's the bomb. If you are inside of the Jingle and Mingle group, y'all, make sure you give StreamYard permission so I can see your names, okay? So I'm so excited you're here today. Juanita is in the comments helping me. So I might ask her to help me with some stuff throughout this. But let's go ahead and get started. If you don't know me, my name's Amy Green. I'm with Amy and Art Designs, and I do DIY crafting, a lot of shelf sitters and tier trays. Hold on, this is bothering me. Okay, and today we're going to make chunky snowmen. I love to paint, you guys, and one of my favorite things to do is to teach people and share painting. And I'll show you what we're going to be making today, y'all. Hey, Miss Sue. We're going to make these chunky snowmen. So we have 3. It's a set of 3. We have the big snowman in red. Is he not cute? Look at this. His little tag says all flakes welcome. And I'm going to put my overhead camera on in a minute, but I'm going to show you guys, we're going to practice making these really cute snowflakes. They're so beautiful. Okay, so we have all flakes welcome. We have our medium snowman, and he says, I love snow. Look how cute he is. And he comes with a little fabric scarf for you to put on, so they're not all exactly the same. And then our tiny snowman, look at him, wintertime. Okay, so I'm going to pop on my overhead camera and we're going to start painting. If you, and what we're going to do is present extra camera. Here we go. All right. I'm going to pop on my overhead camera, guys. And what we're going to do is our goal is going to be to finish the medium snowman because the other 2 are exactly the same. Okay. So let's see if I can switch this around. There we go. All right. The other 2 are exactly the same. We're going to put them together the same way. They're going to look the same way. Look the same. And the first thing you'll notice if you have this kit at home, guys, is that they're in layers of 3. They're in layers of 3. And so you've got 3 layers, and this is what makes them chunky and makes them sit all on their own, okay? So just know that you don't have to paint the 3rd layer if you don't want to, okay? They are really, really cute. If you want to grab this set, we still have some. You can comment Frosty Trio. We're shipping them now, and they'll get them. And you can also, Juanita can drop the comment for you, the link for you. But you can comment Frosty Trio, and that will that'll give you the link. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with just a white paint. You can use any white paint you want, and I'm going to paint the snowman white. And I like to avoid using a brush at all costs. If you've painted with me before, you know that I like to avoid, I'm going to try and catch all of your comments, but there's a lot of comments, so I'll go back through when we're done if I need to. But what I try and do is, hey Jill, is I try to never use a paintbrush with good reason. A lot of times you just don't need one, but I'm going to like bulk paint everything that needs to be white first. You see these little R's? These are risers. I'm going to show you what to do with those, okay? Yeah. My t-shirt, like Juanita said, is from Cotton Chaos. They did the Jingle and Mingle t-shirts and they shipped them way, I don't know, the mailman. I didn't get my Jingle and Mingle t-shirt yet, but I will be wearing it soon. I cannot wait to get it. They shipped it a long time ago, and I just think that it landed somewhere else, which they're so good about shipping, guys. But this, I'm in their t-shirt club, and I love their Thanksgiving shirt. It says, "Let our hearts give thanks with a grateful," or give thanks with a grateful heart. I'm gonna move this up. So this is just a makeup sponge. I have a little bit of white acrylic paint, and I'm just gonna, there we go. I'm just going to, there we go, to do this. And can you drop the link again, Juanita, for them, just so that we can have it in the comments again. So you can go to your messenger, and the link should be in your messenger, guys. So what I love about Cotton Chaos's t-shirt club is that now you really don't have to paint the whole hat because we're going to glue the hat on, but I did because I was talking and not thinking. But what I love about Cotton Chaos is that they have a distinct style to their work. And so if you love one of their shirts, you're going to love all of them because they don't really veer from that style. They're very consistent in the sense that if you like the style, the feel of the shirt, you're going to get the same thing every time. So I'm just going to paint their heads white. I'm using wicker white. You could use titanium white. If you wanted a creamy white snowman, use a creamy white. But all we want to do is get a nice coat of white on here, and then we'll set the white aside. And the only thing that's white, guys, I'm just going to turn one of these little guys up so you can maybe see them while I'm painting. Sometimes it helps to see the finished product. So I just scooted over farther than I thought. Look how cute he is. The snowflakes will paint white too in a second, but we're going to do those with some tape, and I'll show you that. But yeah, Cotton Chaos has great shirts. Why don't I use a paintbrush? Because this is just easier. And then I don't have to wash it. It's not really necessary. There's no brush marks. I also think, this is my opinion, I think that some people think they can't paint. They can't paint so they don't craft, right? And I love to teach people, like, it's no big deal. Like, you can do this. And I did all of this besides the eyes and the little strip with no paintbrush. You don't need a paintbrush. You don't have to be good with a paintbrush, okay? It's also faster. Yeah, absolutely. Juanita's right. You can use chalk paint. The snowmen are very cute, guys. They're very cute. So, and that's all I need to do. Remember the bottom two? We're going to glue all that together. So just set those bottom layers aside. Now for the snowflakes, I'm going to get some painter's tape. Also, I have a theory about washing paintbrushes, and I'm just saying, I don't like to do it. I leave them in the sink until my husband comes and washes them. Not my kitchen sink. I have a separate sink for where I work, but I just, Joe, if you're watching, you know that's true. If nothing's showing up in your messenger, Juanita, will you reply to Stephanie with the link? Grab the link. Grab the link. Juanita's dropping it in the comments, but she'll reply to you. Yeah, if that I just don't like to wash my paintbrushes. And so we're going to layer on some other colors on top of these because we're going to put some little glitz and glitter on these little snowflakes just for a little fun. So that's all you got to do there. And then you're done. The other thing, when you're painting wood cutouts, y'all, the edges, I want to talk to you about the edges. This is another thing with a paintbrush is it's really easy to get your paint with your paintbrush all down the edge of your wood cutout. Now, in some instances, you want to paint the edges, but in other instances, like you don't. And it's so much harder with a paintbrush to keep the paint off the edges because you're constantly lifting. And if you have a nice, clean, not too soppy paint sponge, you can keep your wood cutouts pretty clean. Okay, so let's move those. I want to paint my tags white also. So I'm going to put those on another piece of tape. Thank you, Juanita. Yeah, you know what? I just want, I want to take, I know a lot of people have these conceptions about what kind of crafting they can do. Like they can do certain kinds of crafting, but not others, right? It's just not true. It's just not true. You can do it, and I want to make it super easy for you. You know, I know some people are like very experienced painters, and that's great. I lost a tag. Y'all, I preach staying organized too. You ask the girls in my Joyful Crafting Club, I'm always like, make sure you stay really organized because you're going to lose a piece. And then I lose a piece. That's right. The I Love Snow one went somewhere. I'll grab another one. I have lots of extra little tags. So now same thing. These have what I call score marks. So what we're going to do is avoid jamming a bunch of paint down in there. And I'm going to show you how. Okay. I'm going to have to run and get the medium tag. I might have just left it in the other room. I'm just going to go up and down, up and down. I don't have a ton of paint on this. Okay. I don't have a ton of paint. There we go. And I'm just going to go up and down, up and down. And the reason I don't want a ton of paint right now, excuse my big old hand, is if I do, it's going to slop down in those score marks. Now, if you get a little in there, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to fix it. But we're just going to go up and down, up and down. And it takes a couple more times to cover that. Okay. But that, I wanted to give you a close-up so you could see. That this is one way to avoid getting your paint, because we want to be able to read that. We don't want it to be, because it's one of the things that makes these cutouts so cute. Let me just grab a medium tag. It's right over here. It'll take me 2 shakes. I don't know what I did with that. All right, ladies. So yeah, if you just take your time, it's going to make it work out better in the long run, because the laser works really hard to put those special details into your wood. Okay. And you don't want to slop them up with paint. So we're just going to go up and down, right over that. See? And you can still read it. Okay. Now, if you had a brush, it's trickier, guys. It's trickier to go lightly across the top and not get your paint down in all the parts of that tag. Okay. So up and down, okay? Up and down, up and down. Okay. All right. And they don't have to be perfect. If you do, there's this great little tool from the Dollar Tree. This is called, Juanita, are you testing it out to see? It should be coming. The link should come. But this you can use. It's called a scoring and piercing tool. You get 2 in a pack, and you can just kind of go right over the edges of those, and it will take the extra paint out, okay? But the less of that we have to do, the better. Okay, so we're going to move that to the side. So that is our tags. If it's not working in the group, wonder if it's not working in the group. I know it works on my page. So I might have to take that down if it's not working in here. Juanita, are you in the group or on my page? Are you trying it both places? She'll update us. So then we're going to paint our let's paint our hats and our eyes. Those are the things that need to be black. So I try and paint the same thing at the same time. So these are little eyes. We have 6 little eyes. And those are our things. It worked for you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kim, for the sprinkles. Yeah, sprinkle this way. Good, good, good. Yay, it worked in the group for you. Okay, I thought it should. I was getting nervous there. I thought I had all the kinks worked out, but you never know, right? You just never know. So we're going to get some more paint tape. I just did my nails, and these are red aspen nails, so I hesitate to like dig at this tape with my fingernails, lest I lose a fingernail, right? They look amazing. They take 15 minutes to do. My natural nails are undamaged, but I don't want to pop a nail off on live Facebook. He is a cute snowman. He is very cute. So, and if y'all aren't following me over on my page, Amy and Art Designs, I would love for y'all to do that just so we can stay in touch. If you like to paint, if you like hacks, painting hacks, if you you know what, Juanita, probably it only sends it once. It may not send it to you twice. I know that is set up that way that it'll only send once in a certain period of time. So that might be part of the reason. Thank you, Penny, for the sprinkles. So I'll put my hats on. The one thing I want you to do is before you paint your hat brims, just test them and make sure you've got the right sides. And you want to make sure you've got the right side facing up so that when you go to put it together, it goes together nicely and it's not wonky, okay? So that looks like it fits. Hey, Lori, how are y'all doing? Okay, so we're going to paint this black. Because it was like a Frosty the Snowman hat. Where are my makeup sponges? I wanted it to be like nice and the part of this project that's going to take you the more time is really distressing it to get the fun looks, okay? But I wanted it to be nice because, you know, I think of Frosty the Snowman's hat and I think of like a nice coal black, right? I just squirted some more paint out. I'm not used to the tiny screen. So, okay, so, and I just want a nice black on there. And remember, you don't have to paint the whole thing because we're going to glue over the bottom, okay? I'm always thinking about how I can get the most crafting done. That's really what it is, right? And there's certain things that we don't have to do because we're going to cover it right up, all right? So I want to get the most bang out of my crafting time, right? Because we know that we can't sit and craft all day long. I can't even craft and sit all day long, and this is what I do. So we want to be efficient with what we do, okay? I'm just going to go over these, and then I'm going to paint my eyeballs. Hey, Chris. Oh, you're watching from work. That a girl. You gotta have your priorities, right? I'm hoping that little Speedy doesn't start barking. I told Joe to keep him upstairs. So I'm just doing the same thing, guys, up and down, okay? So we've got our hats, our eyeballs, boom, that's done. So we have our noses and our scarves to paint, and then we can start. I'm just going to, like I said, our goal is to get the middle one done, and then you can just duplicate the process on the other two. So when you're painting the noses, again, and the great thing about the tape is it holds all of your little pieces together. Is it licorice, the color? I have both pure black and lamppost. I have Americana lamppost, and then I have folk art black, or you could use licorice. I don't for the snowman. For this snowman, you can totally go gray with, if you wanted a little bit of gray with a snowman, you could. Okay. But I wanted, if you wanted to go with like a grayish hat for their hats, you could, but I wanted to go for that really classic black. Okay. So I'm going to put, this is pure orange for his nose, but I don't love the, I'm like a huge fan of that bright orange. Yep, Waverly ink is a good one. So I'm going to take a little bit of brown here, just a tiny bit, tiny bit. And I'm going to mix it into this orange just because I just don't like that bright, like orange, that it just doesn't feel like anything that even happens in nature. This is a little more muted. And hey, Amy P. And then same process, okay, that we've done on all the other things. And I still have not picked up a paintbrush, guys. And these are the little noses. It is a really cute set. And there's 3 of them. So you can keep them all for yourself, and you could use them in a tiered tray. You could display them in on a shelf. They could be part of a mantle. You could use them in a flat tray, you know, like on your kitchen counter, on a coffee table. The other thing, they are so cute. You could gift them to 3 different people, right? I'll put a little more orange on these. And then, yeah. So when you're doing, especially like I do a lot of tier tray stuff and a lot of wood cutouts. And when you've got those little pieces, y'all, you need a method, 1, to keep them organized, and 2, so that they don't, so that when you paint them, you can move them around. I mean, I am getting paint on my hands, but I'm not having to like hold the edges of those, right? Okay. I think I'm happy with the carrots. I'm going to give them a little distressing too. So look, like they're here. So I can just move them out of the way and I can keep going. And that is the goal, right? Okay, so we have 2 things left to paint before we add some detail. I've got my scarves. Now, if you guys want to keep these out all year long, right? You could go with, or all year long. I mean, you totally can. I was going to say like winter, and you wanted to like go more with blues. You could do blues. If you want more of like a, like the trendy green, that aloe green, you could do that. I really wanted to share a very classic Christmas piece. Classic Christmas colors are really coming back. If you haven't noticed, like in Kirkland's, they're doing a lot of like that classic plaid. They're doing a lot of Christmas plaid, really traditional Christmas colors. Reds and greens and they're doing like some grays too, but what I've noticed, a lot of the beautiful Christmas plaid, okay? And I wanted to go that route because this is something then that's always in style. Like classic Christmas and never goes out of style. The trendy stuff, guys, it does. I'm going to do hunter green this time. Yeah, this is painter's tape. This is painter's tape. Okay, I'm going to take another makeup sponge. I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to do my little one. I'm going to make this set match my other set, but you do whatever you want. And again, this has got these lines on it now. Guys, these are also on my website at amyandart.com, and they're under the Christmas and winter set. So you go amyandart.com, and then you go to shop, and then winter and Christmas DIYs. Okay. So there is, and see how easy that is. And I'm going to lift this up so you can see. Hopefully my camera stays in focus. Do you see that gray detail on there? It looks like a scarf. Isn't that pretty? And see, I didn't smash so much paint in there. If you have a paintbrush, it's so much harder on these because you're smashing that paint from the bristles goes right into those really pretty score marks. All right. So and if you want to, you can put another coat. And then I'm just going to put a little red on the other side. I've got like a Christmas red or a Santa red. They are very cute, right? I'm banging my paint to get it out. There we go. And we don't need a lot of paint. I put too much green paint. I might need a little more red. But so a lot of times, oh, there goes Speedy. I told Joe. A lot of times I'll cut my makeup sponges in half. So I cut this one in half because they're small pieces. You don't need a whole one, guys. You can just use half. Okay. I might be ours in the way. There we go. Hi, someone's watching from Kentucky. I can't see your name because you're in the Jingle and Mingle group, and unless you've given StreamYard permission, I can't see your name, but I'm glad you're here, guys. I'm really glad you're here. I really am excited that y'all are here for Jingle and Mingle, and I appreciate y'all showing up and being part of this because it's a really fun event. A really fun event. Thank you for the sprinkles, Vicky. Oh, Diane is watching from Kentucky. Okay. So we're just going to keep till this is covered, all right? So I'm going to show you guys something. I use something called DuraClear to seal my work when I'm done. And there's different kinds of sealers, but I really like the DuraClear. I'm just going to show you something real quick before we keep moving on. Do you see the difference between, if you can see, how this one looks and this one looks? It's the same paint color, but I sealed it, and it just makes it really pop and enriches it. Okay, Sarah says that people in rural America have a hard time finding makeup sponges. Okay, I understand that, girl. I know sometimes, but I got you covered. Juanita, I get mine from Amazon. You can get them at a great price. And if you drop my, Juanita can drop my link to my Amazon store. And I've got them there. Honestly, I had a hard time finding them in smaller packs around me. Like it was a supply issue. Really, I usually can find them at Walmart, guys. They're usually at Walmart. Not typically at Dollar Tree. Walmart and Target will carry them. And then I got them at I get them from Amazon. All right, so we're going to go back to our snowflakes. Yeah, Juanita just dropped it. It's if you search Amy and Art, or just go to amazon.com/shop/Amy and Art. So I'm going to do like, yep, Donna, that's what I do too. This is pearls. This is Deco Art Americana pearls, and it gives like a pearl-like paint finish, okay? I like this step when I'm doing like snow and glitter, because when you're painting with glitter, you get a glitter effect, but it's it doesn't cover everything, right? So I've got this painted white, and now I'm going to just put this little bit of glitzy pearl on top of my snowflakes. Just the next step. And what this does, it's just going to give it a little extra dimension and a little extra pop. And that way, when I put my glitter on top, it's not on flat, unshiny paint. Does that make sense? And I just like the look for a little bit of bling better. Totally, like, I don't think I would. I know some girls in my Joyful Crafting Club said they had trouble finding the pearls. If you can't find it, don't stress. But it's a really pretty shimmery finish, okay? And you could leave it like this, or you can add the glitter if you want a little bling. All right. So because my goal is like to finish one snowman with you guys, it's 12:32. So we got to move on. So we painted those. I'm going to let those dry, and then we'll add the glitter in a second. But I'm going to start working on my snowman. Okay. And I'm going to do, like I said, the middle snowman, because I want to show you guys how I tied this little bow. Okay. So I've got this. My next step is going to be, I'm going to get all of his little pieces, and I'm going to glue his head together. So we have 3 layers. All right. You use whatever you want, but I use Gorilla Glue spray adhesive. All right. So I have an acrylic paint obsession. I just kind of go, and if I see it and it's cool, I buy it. So I'm just going to spray over in this box, and then we're going to glue it together. So you're going to spray the tops of the 2 that you haven't painted. All right. And then, so I've sprayed this. I'm going to put this on top here. And then I'm going to put this on top here. And you just want to make sure they're lined up nice and neat. What I like about the Gorilla Glue is you have some time before it's set. So if you need to ooch it around, you're good to go, okay? So there we go. All right. The hat. I'm going to take my medium hat. I am going to use, so my medium hat, where's my medium hat? Is right here. I put a little gold for his hat brim. But before I do that, I'm going to put some, so it's going to go like this, while this is sitting. But before I do that, I want to take a little bit of white, and I'm actually going to take my pearls. So it'll be cute. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this with a dry brush, and I'm just going to drag my brush across so that it has a little bit of like glimmer and glitz. So it kind of looks like it's got a little snow on it, okay? And I don't want a lot of paint. I just want a little, okay? And I'm going to go across, kind of hit the edge. And this is not like, if you've never done it before, don't worry. It's simple. You just want a little bit of, you just don't want a lot of paint, okay? You just don't want a lot of paint. I think I have 10 or 12 of these like ready to ship. And then because that was the end of the first batch, I'll run another batch and we'll get them out ASAP, okay? So, and there we have just a little bit, see, you have a little bit of snow on his hat. And if you wanted to add a little white in too, you could add a little white. And then you just have, see how cute it is? Okay. And then his hat looks a little snowy. So the next thing I want to do, I'm going to take a little gold paint and just paint a brim on his hat. Okay. I have a little gold paint. I have you can do this with the end of a makeup sponge. In fact, I know I did actually paint those with a makeup sponge. You could put a piece of tape across the top, or like to mark your line if you feel like you can't paint it straight, or you can just take your and just drag it across in a straight line, okay? You can do this with the end of a makeup sponge too. I think I've just used all mine. Okay, and there's his hat brim. So what I do is I'll take this and I'll just set it on top to make sure that it goes as high as I want it to go. And if I want it to go a little higher, just go back and make it a little higher, okay? Okay, and there's his hat brim. That's all I'm going to do there. The next thing I want to do, you see how I put like a little bit of this? It's called decor wax. I use Home Art. Waverly makes some too that I know people like, but I have never used that one. Hey, Miss Tracy. Yes, Snowman. Don't we all need some snowmen? I know. The snowman and the angels are like the perfect combo, I think. We had no idea what the other was going to do, but I think that the two of them together would be a super cute display because they use a lot of the same colors. So I'm just going to take this decor wax and I'm going to kind of go around the edge of my snowman. I'm just going to go around the edge. I'm going to rub it in. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side just to give him a little bit of like that vintage antiqued. Now, don't worry where I got it too dark. I'm going to show you how to fix it. It's a little too dark for my liking. And then I'm going to take my middle tag, the I Love Snow tag. I'm going to do the same thing, okay? That's a lot of painting in 45 minutes. So we're just going to do this. But I really want to show you guys how to get them together. Okay. So I think I lost my sandpaper too. So we're going to just... I had sandpaper right here and I can't find it. Juanita, how could I ever misplace my 320 grit sandpaper? Just a second. Here we go. So if you put too much on there, you can just take a little sandpaper and go like this, and it's going to take it right off, okay? If you feel like you get too much. My husband, I was out of town over the weekend, and my husband cleaned my whole studio, like top to bottom. Like, it looked amazing, but there's some things I can't find. Don't tell him, but that's the truth. Okay, so, and I just took a little bit of that off so it's not so pronounced. And you can do, and if you sand it down enough, it just kind of looks like the wood is peeking through. All right. I'm shaking my camera. This is just 320 grit. That's all you need. You don't want to take a lot of it off. You just want to take a little. Okay. So let's put some dots on our eyeballs, and then we'll start putting this, and we'll put glitter on our snowflake, and we'll put this little guy together. All right. So for the ends of your eyes, what you can do is you could take a paint marker, you can take the end of a paintbrush, and then just put a little eyeball, put a little dot. Oh, you can't see my hand. Let me take that off. And just put a little dot. For his eye, okay? See, that's all you need to do for the eye. And let's put him together and then we shall. So his little hat gets glued on here. I need to clean up my area. So we're going to use that spray glue again. Is there a template? No, like these are not, I think you're asking, like, are these wood cutouts that you can do from like a jigsaw or something? Is that what you're asking? No, there's not a template. These are wood cutouts from a laser. Like it would be impossible to cut those little snowflakes with a jigsaw. So there's not a template. Okay, so I've got my hat just lined up. I'm going to pop this on. Okay. So there's our little top hat. All right. What time is it? 12:42. Okay, let's seal these bad boys. I'm going to show you what I do with the sealer. This is Duraclear satin varnish. I know some people cut door hangers out with templates, but these really small wood cutouts would be, I don't know, it would take, I don't think you can do them with a jigsaw. This is, again, my makeup sponge, and it's going to seal my paint. And so I'm just going to go right over here, go on the light part first. It dries really quickly, but it's what creates this beautiful, do you see that beautiful finish on the snowman? That's because I sealed it. Okay. And this is Duraclear. It does not smell. It is polyurethane, but it's not like furniture finishing. It's different. So I'm going to go over my hat. See the difference? Can you see? It just looks, it's going to give it this really beautiful finish. All right. Okay. I'm going to hit my eyes that I did. I'm going to go over my carrot noses. I know someone's asking about the Gorilla Glue. If I have time, I want to make sure I finish this and then I can go back. You guys, I do this on my page every week. I craft live every Friday. And so if you like this, come back and craft with me because I love to talk about everything I'm doing and share that with you. But I do want to get these little guys done. So I'm going to get, you have in your kit a little like sprig, flocked sprig of greenery. You have his scarf, you have jingle bells, and you have a little tie. So I'm going to seal the I love snow because I don't think I did yet. My tag. And then I'm just going to, last step, a little bit of glitter on this middle snowflake. And then we're going to finish him up. So I'm using Galaxy glitter. They make a lot of different kinds of acrylic glitter. So this is just a clear glitter. I don't usually do like glitter, but it's Christmas, y'all. We need a little sparkle. How cute is this? I'll show you up close. And if you want to have a lot of fun with it, do several coats. I almost never use glitter, but it's so cute on these. See? For Christmas, like we just need a little bling. I did several coats on the other ones. So, all right. We've sealed everything. And so now we're going to assemble. And see, this is dry already. Okay, it's dry already. It's the other thing I love about it. We use it all the time in my group because it just, if you've done all this work, guys, you want to make sure that you take care of your work. So again, I'm going to use, you could use E600. You could use E600 is going to take a while to dry. This is Gorilla Glue spray adhesive. Because we do a lot of tier trays and smaller wood pieces, like I just don't have time to spread the E600 on everything. I spray glue just about everything. Let me see. How are his eyes spacing? We spacing them out okay? Yeah, I think his eyes are okay. So let's put his little nose on. On the DuraClear, I use satin, I use matte. Cute. Oh, I love it. Sorry, I'm making myself smile over here. I use satin, I use matte, I use ultra matte. I almost never use gloss. They make several different kinds. Today I'm using satin, okay? And I'm using satin because I like how it looks for Christmas time. All right, next step, friends. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Is I'm going to tie this on him. Now, make sure you have your hot glue gun because you're going to need it. Because we're going to scrunch this up and make it look like a scarf. So you're going to need to kind of like glue it down because at first it's going to look like it covers his nose. And I saw this fabric and I was like, you guys, who does not love this Christmas plaid? I mean, seriously. So I'm going to tie and pull it really tight. And then I'm going to pull it again. And when you pull these through, guys, this is single-sided fabric, right? It's fabric. So we're just going to make sure that we have the colored side up when we pull. All right. And then you can cut them as long or as short as you want. So I always cut it a little longer than I think I'm going to want it. And then I can go back and trim it because once you cut it, y'all, you have to cut it. Okay. So how cute is that? You can put some little slits in this if you want. Now your other ones, you're just going to glue in place. They're already, so you just glue those right on, right? You're going to glue those on your little snowman heads, but you can cut little, if you want to do that. You couldn't see me do that. Just if you want to do this, you can cut little what are those called? Fringe. Fringe is the word I'm looking for. Trim your strings. And then you're going to want to take your glue gun and you're going to want to scrunch this up. I love combining like wood and other mediums. It's one of my favorite things to do is to find a way to use fabric or decoupage or, you know, some other medium with the wood. Ribbon. I'm always trying to find, we've done shattered glass to fill flowers. I mean, I'm always trying to find something to mix with the wood to keep it fun. And so that there's another texture, right? It's one of my things is I'm like, what can we add? What can we do? Can we add a bow? Can we use shattered glass? Can we decoupage? What can we do to kind of add? So on the back, same thing. It's $12.50. Okay. Now the last thing we need to do, and I'm going to need to trim my scarf, but I want to show you guys so you guys can see this part. Oh yeah, we're going to cut a little piece of this. And we're just going to glue it up on the top of his hat. Okay, this is your little flocked greenery. So glue this up on the top of the hat. You guys can also go to Guide 9. And that's going to have, that's where my info is. Guide 9. See, there's his little pine tree sprig. And our last piece is, we have some baker's twine and a jingle bell. And we're going to thread this through. I may not. This gets threaded through the jingle bell. Oh, hey, Julie, my friend Julie. Hey, girl, thank you. He is very cute. I will say the snowman is adorable. So this is going to go through here. Okay, and then you're going to thread it through this hole, and then you're going to tie it. Okay. And just tie it on there. So push this through and tie this little bow. And here we go. Tie this in a bow. I gave you way more string than you need because I don't want anyone struggling to tie a bow. I mean, I just think that you need a little extra so you get your bow the way you want it, and then you can trim it off, okay? I also took my hot glue gun and put a little dab of glue just to hold that jingle bell on top. So, okay, so our time together is almost up. If you would like to win the mini snowman, which is, where's my mini? The mini one. If you'd like to win the mini snowman, let us know below, and I'll have Juanita pick a mini snowman winner. I'll mail you a DIY mini snowman. Okay, this does come in a set of 3, but today I'm going to give away the mini snowman. So, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue my snowflake on while we're doing this. The medium snowflake, I'm going to hot glue it. So, Juanita, will you pick someone in a minute? And again, if you're not following me over at Amy and Art Designs, y'all, I craft live every Friday. I have a text list. I let them know we have a lot of fun. So I hot glued that on there. Now I'm going to get my riser. Okay. I'm going to glue my riser. Your riser is going to hold your tag up. Okay. So glue your riser. Juanita, can you pick a name in a minute? But y'all, while you're watching me finish this up, please come and follow me over at Amy and Art Designs. I would love to craft with you. And I'd love to just chat. And I actually learned so much from my people just from crafting with them. So we have fun. We do. I'm using both this time. I'm using hot glue and a little bit of the spray glue just so that it goes quickly. But love to have you come follow me on Amy and Art Designs. Like I said, I craft live every Friday. Okay, so I've got this on here. I think I'm going to trim this a little bit. So there you go. And I have a Joyful Crafting Club. If this sounds like fun to you, the Joyful Crafting Club, there's more information in Guide 9, but I would love to have you guys come join me. We do tier trays every month. I have video tutorials in that group, and we also craft live. But I do the video tutorials because I want you to not have to watch a 2-hour Facebook Live to figure out how to do your project if you can't craft live. And plus, with the little parts and pieces, the video tutorials are super, super helpful. Okay. So there's our mini snowman, guys. And
oh, ye of untethered beauty and magical wisdom, here is your coffee.
That was my husband. I posted a meme on Facebook this morning about no one standing next to my bed saying, "Your Royal Highness, here's your coffee." So I guess he thought he would be funny and bring me coffee while I'm live. So, but yeah, if you want to learn more about the Joyful Crafting Club, it's joyfulcraftingclub.com. You can go to amyandart.com. Or shoot me a DM, guys. That's easy. Just DM me and we'll chat about it. I'll send you a link. I'd love to answer any questions you have. But this is what we do every month. So, and we make some beautiful trays. We really do. And we teach them how to style too. So you guys, Juanita, I know, isn't Joe the best? Juanita, can you pick a winner for me? He is. My husband's great. Can you pick a winner for me? And then Tracy, and Tracy Gibson's up next, guys. And she's like one of my favorite people. So you have to come back and watch her craft. And I'm going to hop off here as soon as we get. No, I did use the wooden scarf, but I just made one. Helen asked. I just made one because there's 3. And so like the big scarf goes on the wooden one. You get 2 wooden scarves and a fabric scarf because we can't have them all the same. We have to have little fun. We have to add in some texture. I always like to do something that's a little surprising and a little outside the box. So that's kind of my thing. I like to give you something you're not expecting. So, Juanita, did you pick a winner? If not, I'll post it in the group, okay? And y'all come back, go get a potty break, get something to drink. Oh, was it Robin? Okay. Did Robin win? Robin, Kiste. Robin, can you message me, DM me, and at Amy and Art Designs, or you can email me, amy@amyandart.com, and I'll get all your info and I'll mail you a mini snowman. All right, ladies, mwah. I can't wait to jingle and mingle with you for the rest of today and tomorrow. Come back and see Tracy. You are going to love her stuff. She is so amazing. Joe, anything from his queen. But thank you guys for being here. And thank you for spending your time with me today. I know how precious your time is. So y'all keep crafting, keep spreading your creativity out in the world. The world needs your creativity and they need you. Love y'all. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you back here soon at Jingle and Mingle.